Kia ora, Matt from the Tauranga Business Chamber. Inflation is rearing its ugly head again as businesses face rising costs and flattening demand for many. The fuel crisis is adding 20 to 30% surcharges in most things that use fuel and plastics, which appears to be everything. While the rising prices will naturally reduce consumer spending and curb inflation, people are closely watching the Reserve Bank view on whether it also needs to lift the official cash rate if prices hang around too high for too long. In other big news, the government has recently announced the city and district councils have just 3 months to form their view on the future of local government in their area. Those around the local government sector have been asking for it to be reviewed for more than a decade, and good on the government for its bold decision. The sector needs a revolution, not an evolution. However, the 3 month time frame to come up with their proposals will result in some dumb outcomes. For instance, it can take private enterprises of similar sizes several months to negotiate a successful plan with willing partners. Councils are currently busy consulting on their next budget, so they've little capacity to make good decisions. While I say this with tongue in cheek, but the Republic of Rotorua will either be their own unitary or join with Taupō. Western Bay will inevitably be a unitary, and Waihi Beach may ask to join the Coromandel. This will force the 3 Eastern Bay chambers to form a single unitary council. The Western Bay becoming a unitary aligns with the new regional deal with the government and the formation of the new Three Waters entity. Well, actually that new Three Waters Dunwell entity might as well be scrapped and thrown down the bin. That could be an option. Speaking of the regional deal, if Auckland is anything to go by, Tauranga's regional deal will likely only validate what our local Smart Growth has already discussed and included in its plan. Smart Growth, for those that don't know, is a joint planning forum coordinating Tauranga's future growth between central and local government and tangata whenua. It's unlikely that any new funding or financing tools will be included in the regional deal, and no new major projects. The deal will likely be pretty anticlimactic. Let's be frank, it's not until local councils share in the benefits of long-term economic growth, instead of just bearing all the costs, nothing will substantially change in local government performance and decision-making. In other news, Tauranga has confirmed its first internationally branded hotel. So Prime Hotel Group is partnering with Mercure to invest in the Hotel Armitage with the goal to lift demand across the region's entire accommodation sector. Well done to Armitage owners, Nick and Tiffany, on the deal. There is some good news for Mount businesses, particularly near the cordon of Moel. So Tauranga City Council says it's looking at ways to opening up the summit track to Moel for the public, and while we wait for a timeline on the full reopening of Moel and the base track, this partial reopening will help bring more people to the area. In news from the Chamber, our training sessions for AI, digital marketing and playing strategically have been going off. Lots of businesses have shared their stories of how it's lifted their productivity and growth. If you're a registered business and have 50 employees or less, you may be eligible for a discount, so reach out below. The Chamber has released a series of case studies on how we've recently supported entrepreneurs to turn their idea into successful businesses. There is Yomi in the Mount, the Clubhouse in the CBD, and Curds First, New Zealand's first Canadian cheese curds company. You can view these case studies on our website, and check out the link below if you know someone looking to start a new business and could do with some help. We're pleased to launch our highly anticipated Business Women's Network Speaker Series happening on the 25th of June. Thanks to, again, our continued support of Craig's Investment Partners, Cooney Lees Morgan, and event partners NZME and King Street Advertising. Speakers will be progressively released over the next few weeks. I know you're dying to see those, but jump onto Event Finder to secure your preferred allocated seat at Bay Courts Auditorium. And finally, I need to thank Farmer Auto Village for helping the Chamber get through the fuel crisis by sponsoring us this Geely Starray. I've had it since New Year's, and I filled it up just 3 times thanks to its very efficient plug-in hybrid technology. It looks like Star Trek inside. It's a lot of car for just under 50 grand. And thank you, Farmer Auto Village. That's all for me. Look after yourselves, and I'll catch you around.